And I'm live on my newly tweaked channel, and I'm just making sure I'm just trying things to see if things work. And if somebody happens to pop on and say, "Hey," that'd be great. You'd leave a comment, and I'd appreciate that. But right now, I'm just testing the system. So what I'm going to do, because I know I'm live now, I'm going to take my phone and go into the phone and see if I am actually live. That would be great. And I don't see anything yet, which makes it very interesting. But here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure how to do this. This is why it's a test. I used to do this a long time ago. This is on the channel Easy Video Impact. It was Easy Online Impact, but I lost that handle in a transition. I may get it back. I'm not sure. But right now, it's Easy Video Impact. And my goal with the YouTube channel is to help people do the different things that they do in order to go live, create a YouTube channel, and create videos and share their expertise and share their passion and share their love and share their ideas and their prayers and whatever else they want to share, but that they can do it and do it online. Don't have to go live. Don't have to go live. But as far as making videos and sharing videos, that would be my goal, is to help people start, to get over the fear, to press play, to play. Nobody has a problem Nobody has a problem pressing play, let's be honest. But a lot of people have a problem pressing record. Things get in their head. I have nothing to share. I have nothing to give. Nobody will listen to me. Nobody will care. There's a very good chance right now that me doing this live, nobody's going to even see it. And yet here I am. And I'm going to hang around for 15 or 20 minutes. And the only thing I'm going to do is hang around longer if somebody joins me. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to track that at this time. Oh, there it is. So right now, nobody's watching. But this is my first time doing it. I didn't announce it. I didn't tell anybody I was coming to do this. And yet, here I am, testing the system. So what I want to be able to do is see if I can find myself live on here. And right now, I'm not able to do that, which, I got to be honest, kind of bothers me. There I am. I am live. And it actually looks like I'm frozen. Not really that cold. It's supposed to be in the high 90s today where I am. I think I'm going to leave that off to the side and see if things are going. Yeah, I'm just seeing if things are going. And apparently there's one person watching, and that's me, because I'm watching on my phone, but yet I'm doing this on the computer. So, like I said, it's a test. We'll see how it works. I'm looking at it on my phone, which gives me one viewer. Maybe that'll help the algorithm. Maybe it won't. But we'll see. So, because there is always something that you need to have planned and need to share while you're online, other than just saying, "Hey, I'm testing the system." Nobody really cares about whether I'm testing the system or not. You'll come and watch or not. Now, I'm going to drop this up in here. And wow, I'm not wearing my glasses for the sake of looking into a camera and being live. And now I'm going to have to squint to see the notes that I made. I guess that's okay. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to check the lag. And the only way that I can do that is to the lag from me talking versus it going out onto a phone. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna hold this up to the camera. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up to the camera, and you can see me, and I'm live. And then I'm going to do something where it'll be really obvious, and we'll see how long it takes. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that's a lot of lag. 17, 18. About 18 seconds lag from me doing it to it going into a system and through YouTube and out to somebody's phone, apparently my phone. And I have the volume set to, down on this so I'm not listening to myself talk to myself. That goes into a whole other realm. But I want to give you 9 questions. So 9 questions to ask yourself if you're going to start a YouTube channel. I'll probably do this again, but this is a test. It's a test. So 9 questions to ask yourself about starting a YouTube channel, creating videos, going online. And these are the 9 questions that you want to ask yourself if you're going to do this. And you don't have to answer yes to all the questions. Some of the questions are going to be, I don't know. I don't have a clue. And that's okay. But this will help you get in the right frame of mind for doing it. So first, these are easy questions, by the way. First, excuse me, why are you here? Now you could get very spiritual and ethereal about that, but why are you here? And that question is, why are you here on YouTube in the first place? I want to help people be better online and make an impact with the people that they attract online. That's my reason. Why am I here? So you're asking your first question is, okay, if I'm going to do YouTube, why am I here? Second question is, what do you want? And some people will say, I want to get thousands of subs and get sponsored by something and make money and eventually make a living. And I guess those are good reasons, but if you're just going to go into it to try and get a whole bunch of subs and try and get monetized on YouTube, I guess that's okay, but it's not sustainable, because if that's the only thing you're trying to do is get subs, then you will probably do just about anything to get people to watch you. And my purpose for being on here is to help people. I want to help people. That's the reason. I want to help people get online, get on YouTube, start their YouTube channel, learn how to edit video, stuff like that. So first question, why are you here? Second question, what do you want? Third question, why do you want it? Question your motives. Why? Why do you want this? I want to do it to make money. That is not a good reason. Okay, what do you want? You want to help people. You want to have a successful YouTube channel. Why do you want it? So that I can make money. No, not a good reason. It's going to take some time for you to make money on YouTube. It's not a quick process. I know there's channels out there and videos out there that says, man, I did this in 30 days, or I did this in 90 days, or I did this in 67 days and 37 hours, or something like that. And maybe they did, and that's okay. But the question is, why did they do it? And what kind of skill set did they have before they even started? Some people start a YouTube channel and have a very high skill set for doing this and doing this well. Other people do not have that skill set yet. And to be honest, that's kind of me. I do not have that skill set yet, but guess what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to look, and I have one person watching, and remember, that one person is me on my phone. So those are the first 3 questions. Why are you here? What do you want? Why do you want it? Next 3 questions. What will you do daily to succeed? Yes, I said daily. In other words, make your YouTube channel, or your passion for getting on YouTube and creating a channel and sharing what you have, what are you willing to do daily to succeed? something that you do every day, whether it's write down an idea, create a video, edit a video, post a video, start your channel, get it going, start putting stuff up on it. What will you do daily to succeed? Question number 5. How will your systems work together? And you're thinking, I don't have a system. What system? I don't have a system. Well, if you're going to make this easy, and my idea is easy video impact, you create some systems as you get started and as you get going. You will create some systems for easy editing, easy recording, easy posting, some checklists. They're just systems. You will fall to the level of your systems. So how will your systems work together? And if you're saying, like I've already mentioned, I don't have a system, I don't have any idea, then start to work out some systems. And as you start the process, as you just start, you will eventually create some systems that you will be doing. And some of those systems may take hours, but guess what? The more you do it, the less time it will take you. And as you create systems, the systems that you're creating, you're asking yourself, how will these systems work together? You don't want one set of ideas or skills contradict the other set, as it were. So you're creating some systems for editing. You're creating some systems for recording video. You're creating systems for posting and uploading. You're creating some systems for going live. How will your systems work together? And you'll create them as you do it. You can't create a bunch of systems before starting because, well, it's just very hard. You won't know what you're doing until you do it. That's the idea. Question number 6, how well will you adjust to change? YouTube changes. The algorithm changes. You have no control over the algorithm. But how well will you adjust to change? For instance, my life changed when my daughter had a baby, which means I have a grandchild, and we decided to help out her and her husband because they both work. We decided to help out her and her husband a few days a week watching the baby. My life has changed. How am I adjusting to change? Well, I'm spending some specific time where I would normally do nothing or relax. I would spend that time doing what I'm doing. So how well will you adjust to change? There's things that are going to change in your life, in your schedule, and you want to have some things that are steady and some things that will adjust. Oh, I can't record today because something came up. I get it. But when are you going to record? And getting your stuff done is having to do with how well you will adjust to change. That's question number 6. Question number 7, how desperate are you to succeed? Desperate? I don't care. Well, if you don't care, then neither will YouTube. If you don't care, doesn't matter. You have to be, you have to make a decision. Those first 3 questions, well, why are you here? What do you want? Why do you want it? Comes back on this question, number 7, is how desperate are you to succeed? You want to, why would you start something you wouldn't want to be successful at? Why would you do that? Well, the thing is, you don't. You don't. How desperate are you to succeed? And, it's the idea of, I hope this just came to mind. There's a story about a young apprentice who asked a billionaire, how I want to learn from you. I want to be successful like you're successful. How can what do I need to do to get started? I'm not asking for a handout. I'm not asking for anything like that. I just want to know what it took you to succeed and to become the person who you are and become the billionaire that you are. And the billionaire said, I'll be more than happy to teach you. The first lesson is tomorrow. Meet me down on the beach, 6 a.m. 6 a.m., yes, 6 a.m. Okay, let's make it 5:30. So they meet at 5:30 in the morning. And the two of them, he said, come dressed to go in the water. So they show up in swimsuits, and they walk into the water about a little over waist high. And the billionaire just suddenly grabs a young man and pushes him down under the water. This is a horrible concept, but you'll get it in a minute. Pushes him down under the water and watches the guy struggle and struggle and struggle. And all of a sudden he lets go and lets the guy up. He gets a few breaths, and he's in absolute total shock about, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And as soon as he starts saying that, the billionaire grabs him by the head again and pushes him down into the water and all but drowns him. Again, this is a dark story, but nonetheless a story that has a point. And finally lets him up again. And he says, how are you teaching me? You're trying to kill me. And he says, no, this is lesson number one. If you want to succeed, you have to be as desperate to succeed as you were just a second ago, as being desperate for your next breath. You have to be that desperate. I was that desperate until I succeeded, until I knew that I was going to make it and going to become the person that I am today. I started out by being so desperate that I needed my next breath of air. That's how desperate you need to be. Now, am I telling you that you need to succeed in YouTube or die? No. But you could ask the question in a different way. You could say, what is it going to take for me to quit? That's another way of saying, what will it take for you to quit? How desperate are you to succeed? Or what will it take for you to quit? That's the seventh question. Eighth question, who's going to help you succeed? Who is it? You're not going to do it alone. For me, my idea is, my idea is I started watching a lot of different people on YouTube have channels that are a lot better at this than I am, that are so much further ahead than I am. I know a guy who's so much further ahead than I am, and he really just started a little over a year ago. And he's not much different than me. But he's doing a great job. I follow him. I watch everything that he does. And I watch several others. There are people, excuse me, I've got a little bit of gas. I apologize. There are some people who, they've got some very successful YouTube channels, and they come on and they ask and they tell you about their credentials. I've been in the recording business and in like the TV and or film business for close to 20 years. I used to do this in Hollywood for 25 years, and now I'm doing YouTube. They've got this huge background of being in front of a camera or being behind the camera, knowing what's going on, or they have these backgrounds in editing. I used to, I follow a guy who does used to do editing for Hollywood, for movies, like Marvel movies and all those kinds of things. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching everything that they're doing because I want to learn from them. They've got all of this wealth of background that they are sharing. And they're the ones that are helping me as I go through this process of succeeding on YouTube. So who's going to help you succeed? Now, I don't rely on my wife. She does something different. It's not her passion, and she doesn't care. Well, she cares. She cares about what I do. I shouldn't say that. And she wants me to succeed. But she has no skill set or desire to really help me because she's just not there. So I have people in my life who encourage me and who will give me feedback, honest feedback. And they're, by that admission, helping me succeed. And I follow some people who are very, very successful. I can't sit here and tell you that I have 20 years experience in YouTube. I have 23 years of experience of public speaking, 2-3 times a week, preparing, speaking live. It was a long time ago before YouTube even existed. So, yeah. So I have that experience to draw on. And it's been years since I've done that, many, many years since I've done that, but I still have that experience to draw on. But I do not have experience in video editing. I'm learning from people who have experience. I do not have a ton of experience in live streaming or putting videos up on YouTube, but I'm learning. And I'm not afraid to learn. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to put up stuff that is less than optimal, because let's be honest, perfection just isn't worth the effort or the time. So we got through 8 questions. The 9th question is this: how repeatable are your processes? Think about going back to your systems. So you're saying, hey, man, I did this video and a lot of people liked it and it was absolutely fantastic. And that's great. But how repeatable is your process? In other words, there are people that I follow that have created some very successful created a very successful YouTube channel and decided to do it again with a second channel. Everything that they learned from the first one, they're repeating in the second one. And I think that's cool. But how repeatable is your process? Once you do something and you start to succeed at it, how repeatable is it? It's like you're in the kitchen and you try this recipe for the first time. My wife is spreading her culinary wings, and she starts to make some things that she's never made before. And I try them and I eat them, and I tell her whether I like them or not, depending upon my certain taste. But she's not afraid to make something and say, yeah, I can make that again. We can make that other meal again. And I'm going, all right. And that's the same thing with the YouTube process, is how repeatable are your processes? You found success in one area. How can you repeat that? Maybe you found success. And these are what some of these people actually say. They found some success in making a YouTube channel, and they want to repeat the process on another YouTube channel, or they want to repeat the process by teaching it to somebody else. Ooh. No, there's something else. Now, I've looked up on my screen. I've got a monitor with all of my stuff on it. I've looked up there, and there's suddenly 2 people watching. And I know one of them is me on my phone down here in the corner, but somebody else is watching. I would love for you to make a comment and say hi so that I can test the whole comment process. So if you're watching, I appreciate it. Make a comment just so I can test part of the system, because this whole thing is a test. But I did share the 9 questions to ask yourself if you're going to start a YouTube channel. And that may go into something that I can put in print and share with people. I might make a more formal video about it, but I need something to share every time I come online and go live. So if you were one of those people that if you are the person that's watching, if you'd make a comment, I'd appreciate it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take me, and I'm going to make a comment. And in order to do that, because everything is so small, the readers are going on. And I'm making a comment. Hi, Bill. It's me. Literally me. Because it's me. So, and I will make that comment and see if it pops up in my system. And again, there's probably a little bit of lag going on. And, oh, there it is. So what I can do, because of the system that I'm using, somebody makes a comment, I can go here and I can add it to the broadcast. And I can actually move it around. And it's me. And of course, it disappears after a few seconds. So there it is. Just popped up on the screen. So I'll pop it up again. There. So when you make comments, I can actually pull up and I can say hey to you and talk to you about that. I have it set up so that it automatically disappears after, I think, 15 seconds. So it's going to disappear again automatically. It's magic. Now, I've been on here for more than 15 minutes. My initial goal was 15 minutes. So if the other amazing person is not going to comment, and that's okay. I appreciate you coming on and just taking a look at what I'm doing, and I appreciate it. But I'm going to end this live stream. I've shared those 9 questions. Go back and listen to them again if you want to, and that'd be great. It's the 9 questions to ask yourself if you're going to start a YouTube channel. And they're not something that you're going to hear from anybody else. They are unique to me, but these are the questions that I went through to help me start the YouTube channel and also to start going live. I want to start going live every week at the same time, and I'm not sure when that's going to be because there are times when I just need to be on call for my daughter. It might be at around the same time on Thursday mornings, kind of early. 8 for me, I'm in the Mountain Time Zone, so 8 for me is 10 for East Coast, and 7 a.m. for those of you on the West Coast. Yeah, so if you're on the West Coast, you could watch me and interact with me while you're doing breakfast. Oof. So this is what happens when I don't have bullet points to go through, is I start to ramble, and for that I apologize. Nevertheless, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Have a good day. Hopefully next week I'll have announced that I will be going live on a weekly basis, and we'll have some things to share, and hopefully you can share some things with me, and I appreciate it. Take care. Have a great week. Have a great weekend.